talk about the 2 or 3 players that they brought today, and why you brought them, why you chose them to come to this event. Then talk about some season expectations for the year. If the players would like to talk, they can talk about their goals as players or team captains and their expectations as well for the season. And then we might have some other questions from the media. If you didn't get through the red carpet questions this morning before you came in here, they'll get y'all on the way out. They'll hang around because we want everybody to go to that activity. When the coaches come up, make sure you talk fairly loud because it's being streamed live by ESPN Coastal as well today. So anyway, again, welcome. When we're done, we'll have some food available in the lot for y'all to eat. So without any further ado, I'll go ahead and start. So we do have a couple new coaches. I'm going to go ahead and talk about that just for a quick second. A couple new coaches in the system this year. Amber Chambers is the new head coach for the girls team at Groves High School. Rock Lanier is the new girls coach at Newstead High School. Anthony Welch over as the coach at Jenkins High School. And Ilana Levette, is taking over as the head girls coach at Johnson High School. So we're looking for some good things from those coaches, and I know y'all are excited about the season. So starting out, Coach Chambers, if you'd come out with your players that you chose. All right, one more quick thing. When you come up, coaches and players, when you come up on stage, also, if you feel comfortable, we're not going to force you to do that. If you feel comfortable, you can take your mask off on stage. When you're sitting out in the audience, if you would wear your masks, as that is mandated in the district. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, guys. I'm Coach Chambers at Groves High School. This will be my first year coaching the girls. To my right, I have Destiny, and to my left, I have Zaria. I chose these 2 ladies because Zaria is my senior on the team. She's she shows very good leadership. She's at practice every day. She's on time. My team is very young this year. I have about 5 or 6 freshmen. So to have a senior that is motivated to be, my young kids is a positive thing for me. So she's also doing big things in the post rebounding wise. So I'm looking forward to good things from her. I chose Destiny because this is my sophomore, but she's also my scorer, my slasher, everything, my defensive player. She's overall one of the top players on my team. So I'm definitely looking for big things from her. We got 2 more years with her, so I'm looking for big things to come. As far as my team, we're developing game by game, practice by practice. So I'm just looking to get better by the end of the season. That's about it. I did not. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I came here. I played at Savannah State University, and that's what I went to Savannah. No, it was Coach Baker. No, sir. I think he came right after I finished. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, here we go. We got Coach Kevin Evans, boys Grove basketball program.
Good morning. I'm Coach Evans at Rose High School. This is my second year. I got Tremaine Johnson to my left, Gerald Colonel to my right. I chose these two. One, Tremaine's been in the program 4 years, varsity starter every game. And Gerald's just been a big help from his ninth grade jet to now. He's probably made the biggest improvement from everybody. He did lead the country. He was second or first in blocks. He's probably my two leaders, as well as my two seniors that's pretty much grinding it out. Expectation this year is obviously, you want to win the region. We just working every day, giving everything we got, competing, really developing the young guys. So that's really what they've been doing a lot of, trying to get those freshmen and sophomores to really get in the gym, really work hard and see what it is. Right now, not having the gym has been tough for us. If anybody's seen it, we had some wrestling mats in there that we finally got moved, so we finally got a full court to play on a little bit. So that's probably been the adversity we saw. But these guys just really just embraced it and play hard every day. So we're expecting big things, in a region that's tough, probably the toughest in the state. So I think that's the biggest thing for us, just coming every day, competing and getting 1% better. First off, Wolf was a well-coached team. They got some great players over there, so preparation was good the week prior to it. We had some confidence, but honestly, the kids were really satisfied with the win. They came back and worked really hard, the 2 days afterwards. So it had boosted our confidence, but to see how hard they worked the 2 days after that game showed that they really want to do some big things this year. Well, locally, we play New Hampshire. When they gave us a big game, 2 big games last year, and they made a run, I think, to the Elite Eight. So that's going to be a game that I know is going to get us better. We played Effingham twice. I think they went to the Elite Eight as well. Savannah-Chatham is a well-coached team. I think we played Morgan County. We go down to Augusta and play Morgan County, and we have Cross Creek. I believe in the Cross Creek tournament too as well. Every game we want to get better, so we don't really look at the schedule and say what teams is going to be bigger than this team. No, sir, they just scheduled the game for it. They wanted to play it, so gave them a game.
What? Coaching your alma mater, what does that mean?
I mean, everything. A lot of people know I started at Jenkins, so Groves embraced me when I came over there in my 11th grade year. So to be back there coaching, it gave me a different outlook on things because I'm walking the same hard kids walk. So they kind of respect me a little more because I went through what they went through. So that's one big thing we stress is respect, loyalty, and black and gold. So that's something we try to build on.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next we have Islands High School girls basketball team, head coach Jamie Salas.
Good morning, head coach Jamie Salas. On my left, I have Madison McCurry, and on my right, I have Veronica Searzant. I'm going to talk just real quick about why I brought them, and then I'm going to let them have a little conversation. Madison's probably one of our most relentless workers, shows up every single day to practice. She's got the unenviable task of having to guard this one every day. Beats her up a little bit on the inside, gets her prepared for the big games. Knows her role, performs her role at the highest level of her expectations, and comes every day, like I said, ready to work and be a sharp. Veronica Searzant, what can you say? Leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading blocker, probably our leading assist person last year. She comes in with an attitude that we haven't had at Islands in a long time of, I'm going to be the best. Make sure you meet my level to be the best that you can be. And it inspires everyone else in the gym, including myself, because I can't take a day off, because she'll get on me too. So I'm going to let Madison talk about some expectations.
So one of our expectations as Islands is that we always have to come to practice working hard. We got a lot of freshmen, so all of us are working hard to teach them the plays. We're working hard to push one another. We're always sprinting down the court. I know Marley, Hannah, and Devin, they're one of our top scorers. They're always pushing us. We're always cheering one another on, and we just push each other to work hard.
And what Maddie said, we work hard every day. We're trying to push for state playoffs and win a region championship this year. And I know we lost a lot of seniors last year, but we were a really young team, and we're just learning and all working hard during practice every day.
If you have any questions, feel free. I think the strength is going to be, we have 5 kids who can all cut hard, play smart, high IQ level. I mean, we got 5 kids who want to win, have learned how to win through failure. And then last year we started getting a little bit of success, and now they're just ready to build.
Coach, is there any extra motivation this year after the way things ended in the region championship? Has that been something that's been up on the bulletin boards or in the locker room? How to finish the deal, seeing as sure that no one sees coming into the tournament?
That's a good question. Thank you. That actually served as motivation the very minute that game ended. It turned into, we're going to go into state playoffs. We're going to fight. We're going to show that, we had our downfalls, and Jenkins put it on us. I got to give credit to Jenkins. They did what they came to do, and my girls responded. And over the summer, it was, Coach, we got to get there. We got to get there. And the intensity level from day one of practice has been 10 times anything I've ever seen at Islands with the girls basketball. So they're motivated. I don't have to say it. I think they just feel it inside, and they're ready to go.
Ron, we can see your reaction when the question was asked. And I know that yourself and a lot of other young ladies on your team play multiple sports. How has it been trying to juggle being the lead at other sports? I know you play volleyball, definitely softball at a high level. And then to change your focus onto basketball, how do you be able to adjust so quickly?
So basically basketball is our outlet from our other sports. It gives us just free reign of anything, and we really enjoy playing all together, and we just play as a team, and we all enjoy it. It's just a break from our main sports, but basketball is one of the best sports that we like playing, and it's just a lot of fun. It just gives us a break from everything else.
All right, now we have the Islands boys team with head coach Carl DeMasi.
What's the matter? How you guys doing?
All right.
How you doing? Gotta love my man Tim Jordan. The old time is it's a long time I've been doing this. Tim and I can reflect on this because we're about the same age and been coaching the same years. Came back after 2 years of being out because of my knees. Watching the program where it went from when I had it was very hard to watch. And these two young gentlemen, well, really this young gentleman to my left, your right, had to deal with it. Russell Wright, senior, to my my right, left, Jordan Cave, only a sophomore. Just to see where it went from when I left, it really hurt me the most. So it's a rebuilding process. They'll tell you that. Short on numbers. This is the first year that we had to go through football players playing football. Okay, but no, I wanted them to play football. Hopefully it made Russell a little tougher. But we never had to worry about people being at practice when we started on the first day of basketball. So that was an adjustment. Then doing double duty, flag football and varsity basketball was tough. These guys will tell you, I was there, but I wasn't there because I made a commitment to the girls first. And so we're behind the 8 ball right now. We have to deal with one of our better players leaving. So we're working hard. Expectations, as these two guys will tell you, just come out and play hard. They know I bleed on defense. The other team scores on us, how much it hurts me. Hopefully I can relay that to them. We know that offense is going to win you games, but defense is going to win you championships. And that's what I believe in, and they know that. Russell Wright's been in the program 4 years. This is the second year on the media. He's grown as a player, as a person, as a student, has a lot of good qualities, can shoot outside, can go inside. And if you don't average 40 rebounds a game for us, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I know it's a little exaggerated, but he's got to be the man on the boards. Next guy next to me, everybody knows, runs in the family, the Cave family, the basketball bloodline. Got a chance to coach his older brother when we had that great run, and he's just like him. He's going to be just as strong, just as good. As a freshman, when you got other teams playing a box and one on a freshman, he's special. So we expect that again this year. Just come on and play hard and have a lot of fun, and it's going to be fun. Coach against my man. He kept on telling me, Coach, this is it. Coach, this is last year, but it's always fun coaching against Tim. And, Tim's a class act. And he can tell you when I took over this program, we struggled. We were like 0-24. And in one game, I had looked down the court, and this is what coaching's about. This is what the brotherhood of coaching is about. I looked down the court, and I said, Tim, can you call a timeout for me? And sure enough, Tim did. I wish some of the other coaches would learn and have some compassion when that stuff happens. Because we got to learn how to walk before we can run, just like you guys have. And hopefully that'll pass on to other coaches. Nothing for you guys? No? Okay. I said it all. Any questions? That's it. We'll be there. We'll be there to play.
Real quick, Coach Tomasi, this is a question for Jordan. And I apologize again for messing up your name last year. I promise I won't do that again this year. Being that we're in the era of the shooting point guard, do you look at that as your opportunity to really shine, where maybe in past people would put size on you and say, well, he's not tall enough, or whatever. Now that we've seen so many of the smaller point guards who have that ability with almost unlimited range, do you find yourself being more in that note than maybe just you have the opportunity to show who you can be more than you would in the past?
Probably. I mean, nowadays, a lot of people like to shit outside. You got inspirational people like Stephen Curry in the league who show that, expanding your range can, show an impact on the people, James. And, I don't see myself just as a shooter. I like to expand my game and be all around player, the best player I can be. But yeah, I do see shooting outside shots and being a good shooter can put a spotlight on me and show I can be as a player.
So what's coming this year. You saw a lot of it in the second half of last year where people were really keen on running you off the 3-point line. What have you done in the offseason to try to extend your game, like you talked about, to make sure that you give them a hard time in that respect?
During the offseason, I've been working with team intensity, and we've been like good with all ball movement and stuff. Like I've been watching highlights, especially Stephen Curry. You see him running around the court all the time, have his teammates setting screens for him and all that. So I've been working on off ball movement to try to get myself open and create opportunities for myself and my teammates as well.
Absolutely. And as a veteran on the team, what's the one thing that you are really looking forward to this year to try to round out your 4 years at high school?
You know, for me, I'm trying to get better as a player, but I'm here to try to teach the younger guys. You know, I'm a senior on the team, and we got a lot of young players on our team. So it's me to be a role model to all of them.
All right, thank y'all. All right, now we have New Hampshire High School, Coach Rob.
All right, good morning. I'm Trey Lanier. I'm the head girls basketball coach. First thing, yesterday when I heard about this event, it's the first time that I've been here, obviously, being that I'm a first-year coach. Put the finger out that's got me some slacks. I felt good about myself this morning leaving the house. My wife said I look great. I show up today and I'm underdressed. Gotta do better. Gotta do better. Thank you. So the two young ladies I have with me today is I got 2 freshmen. I got 15 girls in my program. 10 of them are underclassmen. We have a lot of young talent on the team. These 2 girls right here are not just and they're also now. And that's why they're with me. On my left, I got Layla Williams. She is my point guard. She has one of the highest basketball IQs that I've ever worked with in basketball. Including when I coach boys as well. And it certainly helps that her dad's our head basketball coach. I can tell her she's certainly grown up in a basketball household. To my right, I have Laura Geiger. That's a long bell. Sorry, my bad. So, did anybody hear me with Layla? Okay, all right. So to my right, got Laura Geiger, and she's also a freshman. She's one of my forwards. Went out. So the girls on the team. She just runs the court it looks effortlessly. She's very long, and that certainly helps her with the finishing. My expectations this year is, of course, we have a lot of young girls and a lot of young talent, and we're looking to build a championship caliber team. We want to be an impact in our region, and we want to compete to win the region. And not only that, we're looking to compete for a state championship, and that's our goal here. And both these girls beside me share that vision as well.
Coach, you coached the flag football team this year too, right?
Yeah, I sent you a text the other day, so letting you know that we had a championship game.
So, any girls crossed over from basketball?
Yes, sir. That's and you know that's the new sport in Georgia high school is flag football, and it's I don't think it's going anywhere. It's made a huge impact with our female student athletes, and it's a great opportunity for them. Being that I coach both of them, I certainly would never deny that opportunity for any of my student athletes that I coach, whether it be baseball, football, basketball, to not have an opportunity to play a sport. So yeah, it has been, coaching both of them. We're definitely behind. Like Coach Demasi said, we are behind basketball wise, especially the conditioning, because I do have so many girls that play both ways. So yeah. We open up tonight. I'll have 4 freshmen starting for me and a senior. Savannah-Chatham.
Okay, now we have from Newstead High School, the boys' head coach, Jeffrey Williams.
I hate talking in front of everybody. See me coach, you wouldn't think that, but I hate talking in front of you. To my left, I have Tony to the right. To my right, I have Charlie on the right. The reason I chose these two young ladies, they've been in the Hampstead program since freshman. They work extremely hard. They work extremely hard in the classroom. Both of them are 8 students. They're going to help me along with another senior, Darian Sue, teach our young kids about accountability. I think the biggest thing within our program is that we look to make sure that we have productive citizens who want to lead the program. So accountability is very high on my list. Last year was very difficult. You know, everybody was dealing with the pandemic, but with me coming from Augusta, Georgia, no off season, being probably 95% of my team on the day of trials. You know, trial numbers were low. Probably had about 23 kids trial last year, so it's kind of difficult to pick a team with that amount of kids and then trying to fill in the football players. I think we kind of overachieved last year because of the situations. You know, we won the regional championship, but in order to be a successful team, you really need that time in order to try to build like a family, you know, a family type feel to the program. Like I said, once again, with all the restrictions on, you know, the pandemic, you couldn't go out into the community and do community service with the boys. You couldn't even hardly go, you know, like to a bowling trip or anything like that to try to build that camaraderie that you need in order to be successful. I think that the team also wasn't able to take on, you know, my identity as a coach because of that. But I think with the off season this season that we had, you know, the kids were able to go to a camp, stay overnight in a hotel, build that camaraderie. Like I said, these guys here push the young guys every day on the track in the weight room. Our gym is open almost 24/7. We're in there 7 days a week. I think that, you know, my work ethic that I have has become, you know, contagious to the kids. You know, you set those level of expectations as far as work. I think that, you know, they'll meet the standards as long as you know you hold them accountable and tell them they need to get in the gym and meet with class on time. Like I say, just across the board, I think in our program, you know, a major difference that people are going to see this year is our toughness and our work ethic. You know, and hopefully, you know, with those things put in place and accountability put in place, you see a big wins on the court.
What kind of styles will this team have after some of the seniors that you lost last year? Are you down to the players you have? Change anything up? Same kind of.
In any regular high school program where you're not going out and recruiting kids, you're gonna have to change the style every year. I don't know what's gonna walk through the door. So with this particular team here, you're not gonna be very big. I've never had a big team, you know, even with my team back in the day. Towards the end of the year, we figured out that although we had a lot of size, we couldn't play those guys together. You know, so we kind of adapted towards the end of the year with the style that we're going to have this year. We went to really 4 guards, and I guess you'd call him a big man, but he's more like a small forward, young and smart. But this year, probably going to, at multiple times, just have 5 guards on the floor. And one thing I take pride in my programs is all my kids are going to be skilled. And that's because we're going to stay in the gym all the time. Also create an environment with competitive practices, which we didn't have last year because it was difficult with the low numbers that we had. But this year, I feel like we picked every kid that we picked is an actual basketball player. So the level of competitiveness and practice is already picked up. A lot of things you can't simulate, like if you're going to play Rose going to jump all over you. hard to simulate that last year and not having speed on the floor to this year. We got some kids, although they're young, they're gonna compete hard. So I think, our overall style of play is we're gonna try to dictate the pace, whether we're gonna push the basketball, whether we need to slow it down, so we're skilled enough within the half court set to get it done. Again, if we, teams allow us to run, we're gonna get out of run. The good thing about, even with our small size, our guards are tough. Like Antonio Wright is one of the toughest kids you ever come across. He's probably gonna lead our team in rebounding at his size.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now we have Beach High School, starting with the girls and their head coach, Olufemi Gordon.
All right, good morning. My name is Coach Gordon, the head girls coach for Beach High School. To my right is Mia Dancer, better known as Mimi, and Amaya Pretty, better known as Pretty. I think these girls, they're two of the 5 seniors I have, but they're my vocal seniors and they're leaders. Mimi, everyone respects her. She's loud, aggressive, and everybody, like I said, respect. Pretty, she's my senior that goes and get it. She's in your face, goes around, she's first and rinse, anything you do. Expectations for this year. To go back to the championship, well, actually, the region championship first. Secondly is make it to the state championship. But first, we got to get in the championship again. As you know, last year we made it to the state playoffs, but we didn't play for whatever reason. Go ahead, we'll put it out there. This year we're a little behind. A lot of coaches on flag football. My whole team is a flag football team, so practice has been kind of hard. I got to cut time with the flag football coach. I'm trying to find ways of how to get it done, but we're getting it done. Other than that, our goal is just to keep playing hard. Go back, like I said, to the region championship and the state championship.
So, Coach, you have a lot of point productions replacing Caleb Rozier, graduating before your start for you. Are you going to try to spread that out, or is there one player who you think will kind of, I don't know, think of other issues totally?
Well, I explained to the girls, like last year, the team did run the paper. This year, the whole dynamic was changed. Our points were primarily being in the post. So, with that being said, we need everybody to not just one player. So everybody got to do their job and play their role.
Hey, you see how she goes, she's blocking the guy.
Great message.
Thank you.
She got to hold it right in the middle. Oh, Lord.
All right, now we have Beach High School boys head coach, Simon Hayward.
Coach Simon Hayward, my 4th year, he's a boy basketball team. I love having Mr. James Lee right, I have Larry Johnson. That's also one. Oh, oh, alright. I just, hello, my name is Simon Hayward. I'm the head coach basketball coach for my fourth year at Beach High School. To my left, I have James Leach, who is a junior. To my right, I have Larry Johnson, sophomore. This picture right now, I have
What the hell is wrong with Simon? It's pretty tall. The whole thing in the middle, you still put your hand on the bottom of it.
part, my top 6 or 7 guys, are underclass. I'm starting 9-3 point guard.
Hold the mic with one hand in the middle.
Oh, okay. Right here. Right here. All right, we good now? Yeah. All right. Once again, my name is Simon Hayward. I'm the head boys basketball coach at Beach High School. This is my 4th year as a boys basketball coach. Somebody left. I have James Leach. To my right, I have Larry Johnson. Another kid that I don't have with me right now is Jamar Hughley. That's a junior. Like I said, for the top 6 or 7 guys, I'm bringing everybody back who's pretty young. I have a couple of vets that played last year that's senior. I'm expecting a lot from these guys. Last year didn't go the way we wanted it to go. That was my first year missing the playoffs. And then it didn't sit right with me last year. So this year we coming back motivated to take what's ours. Coach, you play one of the top regions in the state, I guess, in 3-3. What are your expectations about how things will play out this year? That any team might surprise you?
To be honest with you, this might, like you said, this might be the toughest region in 3A. Every night, every team got to come to fight. Every game, people got to scrap it up and play defense. Like I was saying outside, pretty much everybody in Savannah can score the basketball, but who can play defense? So I say the best team that's playing the best defense later on in February, pretty much gonna be the champion in the league.
Coach, athleticism is definitely going to rule the day in this region this year. I think size was the difference last year in a lot of close games. But this year, athletes everywhere, every school. You preach defense, but how do you play that level of defense and still not worry about defensive foul trouble, because fouls were an issue last year for a lot of teams?
In our case, we're pretty deep. This is probably the first team where I actually had some height. Start with my left with James. He's about 6'5". Larry has grown. He's about 6'3". I have Shamar, who's about 6'5", 6'6". Couple guys that played last year, Ronald Polite, Jermaine Saxon, right at 6'2", 6'3" area. So we pretty long. Foul trouble. If you ain't in foul trouble, that means you ain't playing hard enough defense to me. So it'll be all right.
Is Chandler Reed the freshman point guard in college?
Yes, sir. Any more questions?
All right, next we're gonna have Jenkins High School start girls program and their girls head coach, Brianna Brooker.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Brianna Brooker. This is my third year as head coach at my alma mater, James High School. Super excited to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. To my left, I have sophomore Kaya Bryant. And to my right, I have junior Aaliyah Frazier. They're both my team captains. As you all know, last year we did win the region championship. I've heard from my opponents, Salas and New Hampstead, and we are looking forward to the competition. We did lose a great shot of our team last year. We're going to show up and compete every night. No matter who the opponent is, we're going to show up and compete. We are also a fairly young team. I have 8 players. So Islands and New Hampstead and Beach, whatever the secret is to get the girls to come out and play basketball, y'all let them know, okay? We're fairly young. Of the 8 players that we do have, 4 of them are. So we're looking to rebuild, looking to teach the fundamentals of basketball, starting out with defense. That's basketball in court, any successful basketball program. But these two to my left and my right are my leaders on the court. They're very vocal. They're going to be in the high parts of their teammates, make sure that they are keeping the short practice each and every day and playing hard and hard defense. So we're looking forward to competing, like I said, every night.
Turn it off.
So we're looking forward to competing every night. Looking to defend our region championship, of course, looking to play in the state playoffs for sure.
Did she turn it off?
Like I said, trying to fix it. Any questions?
Did she turn it off?
You got a pretty nice new facility. I have to check out what the weeks.
You gotta go ahead and finish.
Tell us a little bit about the new gym and how that will affect the program. I guess bigger crowd.
So just like everybody else, we faced a lot of difficulties being able to have a preseason this summer because we do have a new facility. We weren't able to have a summer program, if you will. Didn't have a preseason, so that's been very difficult, but the gym is very beautiful. Like I said, as an alumni from James High School, I'm super excited to be able to coach in that gym. It is nice. We are looking forward to a big crowd. Play Quincy Forest on the March, so 2 tickets. They open at 8 a.m., I think, John. 8 a.m. Stay up. There we go. So we're looking forward to seeing some lovely faces come out and see both teams compete, both girls' teams come out and compete tomorrow. So.
The basketball tickets, are those modified or do you give them a date?
No. So it's Go Fan. Come on, business now. Yeah, it is. It's through GoFan. For the general public, they open 8 a.m. the day of the game. So get your tickets. Each school has a limited amount of tickets it can sell. So whoever your team is going to go and see, make sure at 8 a.m. you are personally get tickets through GoFan. Thank you.
So, it's been a good offseason, obviously, winning the championship at your alma mater. What does that mean to be able to come back to where you play the game at and have that type of success?
It means a lot to me. Like my counterparts, it's beyond basketball for me. So I personally am looking to build a program at my alma mater. Not just about basketball. I look for players who can take care of their business in the classroom. Both these young ladies take care of that. They're both A&P students. So that's what I look for first, because it's definitely beyond basketball. So to be able to come back and do what we're doing in just my 3rd year as head coach, my 6th year at the school, the first 3 years under Coach Burke. To be able to do that in my 2nd year as head coach means a tremendous amount to me. And I think the ladies feel the same way and want to defend that title.
Absolutely. I would tell you, I don't have any proof of this, but you probably have the largest vertical in the county. How are you so fearless when it comes to, playing this game at your size against girls that are way bigger? What encourages you? How do you know that you're able to stand up versus that? Because you go in amongst the trees and you're constantly climbing those ladders to get rebounds. What's some of the things that you do mentally to get you prepared for that type of game?
I mean, like you said, I'm not very tall, but you can't always think about that. You have to put it hard over height because I am a small person, but I mean, you just got to get out of your head because you're in the moment. I know I can do it. I believe in myself just because they're bigger. We're both up for the same team, play basketball. So I do
What have you done this offseason to kind of push yourself further? Last year you were a hustle player. You came in, you got a lot of energy. What have you done to refine your game in the offseason?
I mean, I'm also a big weightlifter, so like I've been training a lot, like in the gym, weightlifting and stuff, lifting all that and stuff, and I've been in the gym working.
One thing about Arnold, talking about bulletin board, what are you doing? You're trying to, and look at the tradition in the city of Johnson, Maryland, when you back, the championship, what it is, getting them focused, I know it's a rebuilding year, but getting them focused and trying to become one of the elite teams in the Savannah area and in the state. How's that?
Like you said, we are rebuilding, for sure, but we take our mascot very serious. So we're warriors. So every time we step on the court, it's us versus whoever's on the court. It's time for war. We chant when we're getting ready because we are at war. So we take our mascot very seriously. And so, like you said, we want to be amongst those names you just mentioned, Beach and Johnson, and be elite in the Savannah area. But we start with defense. That's where it starts. Whoever can stop their opponent who's scoring the most points is who's going to be victorious. So we start with that. We have a mindset of being defensive minded, being tough. Some of you all, or most of you all have seen me on the sideline. I'm not a very quiet coach. So we have to be tough on the girls, and hopefully they take that charge and execute on the court. All right, and good luck to everybody this season.
Okay, next we're going to have Jenkins boys basketball program and Coach Tony Welch. Mr. Henderson, do you want to check the mic or you good?
Can you hear me? Okay, there it is. Okay, first of all, Coach Tony Welch, head basketball coach here at Jenkins High School. It's been a transition because we just got out of football, and Jeremiah is one of our my starting quarterback, but he's also one of the top basketball guys. Jeremiah James and then Ashton Williams is our senior guard. Our expectations this year is to be competitive. We lost 6 or 7 kids last year. Played a tough game in the first round of the state playoff. Lost by 2. Coach Hines, which was the head coach last year, is our top assistant this year, so you will still see him on our sideline leading our program along with me. But we have a lot of football guys that's just coming out of football and getting used to the system. The biggest thing for us now is basketball IQ. We're athletic and we're going to be more physical, but we have to be and have to have a basketball IQ. And I think with teaching that carries over with our point guard, which is Ashton. And we got some other guys that are rising juniors that are just waiting to step up and be a part of our Jenkins program, which has been successful, not only last year, but in the past. So we just want to meet those expectations as Warriors. Yes. Yeah, Claxton has been a high Memorial Day. So this is not new. Yeah, I got some old coaches out there who
What kind of shot can we expect defensive personnel?
Yeah, we're gonna be a man defense. Yeah, we're gonna pressure up and down the court, but to be a good defensive team, you also have to be a multiple defensive team. So we're gonna switch defenses out of press and zones and those like that, so that teams have to adjust to what we're doing, not to what they're doing. Thank you.
All right, next we'll have Johnson High School. And starting out this year for first year head coach, Alana Levette, taking over from longtime head coach Brandon Lindsay.
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? I'm gonna go ahead and get this mic together on the first try because I want to redo it. All right this morning? Cool. My name is Savannah Levette. I am this is my first year as head coach at Johnson. I've been with the program for about 7 years. To my left is Kayla Hankerson, our senior. To my right is Maya Hamilton. Y'all forgive me, it's my first media day and I'm really nervous. My expectations for this year, of course, just like everyone else, to win the region, to make a deep run for the state title, play defense, of course. That's pretty much it. Any questions?
Coach, you played your high school ball for Coach Booker at Peach, right?
That's correct, yes, sir.
What kind of influence did you have on each player
Oh.
and how as a coach and a head coach?
Accountability. Coach Booker was hard to play for, I'm not gonna lie. He was tough. But it made us appreciate everything that he gave us as far as life lessons. And I'm very similar with our girls. You can't just do anything in our program and get away with it. Like, that doesn't work. He gave me good work ethic and he made us work hard. No, sir. Right.
Coach, the last couple of years, you've been out on players. How's it turn out this season?
We have 10 girls this year. We have, I believe, 4 returners, about 16 girls. Okay, what's the question?
You've been part of the program now for 7 years, and finally, taking over Coach Lindsay. What is going to be your philosophy versus Coach Lindsay? Because this program has been one of the best programs in the state efforts.
Yes, sir. My philosophy is more so, like I said, playing hard, always, no excuses, playing the defense. Defense wins championships. It doesn't matter how many points you can score if you let the other team outscore you. So that's always been my thought process. Any other questions? All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, now we'll have the Johnson High School boys program with their head coach, Derek Campbell.
Good morning, how y'all doing? So, my name is Derek Campbell. Everybody call me Coach Chuck. Two of my top players with me. Left hand, Ted Hurst, frequent nature athlete, two-sport athlete. He probably got a scholarship playing football, but basketball I understand as well. I always tease him that this is last year, so he got a ring. His brother got a ring, his sister got a ring. On the right hand side, Tony Baker, I call him the quiet storm. All right, been playing big games. As a freshman, starting on the state Final Four game. sophomore, Elite Eight game, so he got experience, so I'm expecting big things from him. I think he's one of the top juniors in the state of Georgia, and I don't say if he's played for me, but that's how I feel about Tony Baker. This year right here, we're playing man-to-man defense. Defense is a big thing for me. All right, that's how we win championships. Defending region champs, but you know, everybody writing us off right now, but it's all good because that kid is gone. Everybody know who that kid is too. So just gonna play hard. But at the end of the day, you know, when the smoke clears, the cream always rises to the top. Any questions?
Coach, talk about that Saturday night. We was down in hostile territory, down in West Point. What's that victory?
Oh, that was a big game. We did that actually, we represented for the whole 3A. All right, we played big teams like that. That was a 7A school team, the highest application in Georgia. We was down by 10 points going to the fourth quarter. And I told my guys, relax, just play Johnson basketball. When they did that, we saw the fourth quarter with a 19-2 run. We won by 8 points. So that victory was for the whole Savannah.
What was the key to that win for you?
Oh, these two guys right here. And defense. That's pretty much it. Started locked down on defense. Started to play a two-man game with these two. It was leaders. Put the ball in Tony's hands, and have my stash right here. With the rest of the supporting cast. And one thing about my team too, they've been playing each other for 4 years now. I have 6 seniors, and they understand, they know each other's game. So when they know, pretty much, we're a good team, and we can't ready to get started.
Now, Coach, I know you're always focused on the postseason at the end of the year, but during the regular season, I know you really created a tough schedule to get ready for that.
Oh yeah, we got a tough schedule. We're playing teams from 7A, 6A, 5A. We play a tough team from Florida from 6A region. We got 2 non-region games that's local, and that's against Woodville and Woodville, and also we play Peach County. They rank number 7 in the state right now. So, you know, we got a lot of home, we got a lot of away games, 2 road games. So get my boys ready for that strong push with February coming.
Coach, I know you love playing out of town, but talk about this region. I mean, you know, if you don't play defense, this region does make you better those out of town games. Like you said, what's the set? What it was like Winter Park, Grove, Beach, or whatever's in your region that makes you a better team.
That's why I created a tough non-region schedule, because you got Groves, you got Beach, you got Winter Forest, Savannah High. They got some good upcoming young kids too. I'm missing Southeast Bullet. You know, you gotta come to play every night in our region. And I say it with most high respect, we got the toughest region in 3A basketball. And I mean that, you know, and most of these guys are my friends. I speak to Coach Campbell on the phone daily. Me and Coach Simon, we cool. That's like my little brother. Coach Jeff, we went to school together, so I'm cool in the OG. You know, saying OG always talk to the OG. You know, me and Carl, we both share some of it from New York City. So you know, I'll reach out to a lot of my peers, my colleagues. So I just want to say 3A is tough. Then next year we get in Woodville, so you know they got a good coach too. So they're gonna get tougher. And I just seen that we're gonna have a crossover region with Long County, Liberty County, Long County, and Abilene County. So it's gonna be tough.
Liberty County got half in now.
Yeah.
Coach, look, I can tell here in Patterson, New Jersey, born guy. I can tell that you got that northeast, aggression. I think that when people think about the way in which you approach the game, even on the sidelines, you is definitely one. Do you think that's what helps to permeate throughout your team, where they never feel like they're down and they can make those comebacks?
Yes, I always tell my team, but it's hard around me. You know, I'm from home, New York, and I always tell my players, like, y'all see me panicking, y'all don't panic. And I'm real animated. That's how I was raised. That's how my coaches taught me. I'm real animated. You know, some people might think I'm cocky. You know, I'm just confident. And my players feed off of that. So, you know, I tell them I work for them. You know, I'm out there working for them. So that's the way I coach.
Absolutely. And this year, Antonio, Tony, dude, you're in a situation now where you have to be now as a leader on this team?
Other than makes off the court is a bit of a bummer. So I'd be a great this year and help my team out.
Absolutely. And Ted, you just walked off the football field on a Friday night, and then on a Saturday, afternoon evening, dropped 25 on a Saturday team. Just how were you able to flip from that physical playoff game you played on both sides of the ball, and then turn around the next day and have such an impact on the basketball court with seemingly no practice?
Practice football, I tend to play a lot of plays because my coach told me to stay in. So I just felt like I was well conditioned.
Absolutely. You had to play a lot of those games, a lot of those plays because your defense coordinator wouldn't take you off the field. It happens. Anyway, so now with playing, with being so prominent in football and in basketball, what do you think has helped you be a better basketball player from what you do on the football field and vice versa?
Honestly, rebounds, I just look at the jump balls as a rebound. Try to go get it.
I just got one more. Chuck, tell us about your coaching staff. I mean, Mike, John, your whole way, you guys sit on the bench, with Bakari, and, you got certain guys that beat the ball. What are those systems mean?
To be honest, Coach Brian, he taught me a lot. And that's why I get it's like a gum, like a gum. I got from Connie Bryant, also Coach G when he was there, but my coaching staff, Coach Mike was there at Jenkins with me. Also Coach Troy, he's on my coaching staff as well. He was at Jenkins with me as well. He pretty much taught me the game, right? How to be calm on the bench. And my two OGs, Coach Mason and Coach Marco, they teach me a lot and they taught me a lot. And I'm still learning. I'm still a young coach. But I coach in big games, coach in 2 state championship games, a couple of Final Four games, league games. So I've been there before. And, that's why I said that, I don't panic. I don't panic at all. And like I said, when you see the start, you'll see my boys be a reflection of me.
You like those OG guys?
Yeah, I love my OGs. What's up, OG? Any more questions? Thank you.
All right, now we'll have Savannah High School, starting with the girls program and Coach George Johnson.
Good afternoon. All right, Coach George Johnson, Savannah High, girls basketball coach. To my left, I have Jess Allen, and to my right, there's Washington. As always, as a Savannah High Blue Jacket program, we want to put up a fight every time we get the floor. We had opportunity every year to get better. We keep a good number of girls coming in, but most young ladies that come in have to learn the game. So we're always coaching. Keep it simple, basic basketball, and it shows in the end. Last year we had an opportunity to make it to the state, and unforeseen circumstances happened. But make sure you understand, by no means, we still family. That happened within family. And when I say family, I'm talking about the beach programming from Coach going down to Coach T. After that was over, it was still family. I digress, we move forward on that. With that, those young ladies that had opportunity to make the state last year, they were freshmen, most of them, so I have them back. I only have 2 seniors on the team, this being one. So we have an opportunity to return as some young girls that got to start over from scratch, but that's what coaching is about, to me, to see progression from not being able to make a layup to being able to make a layup and a left-hand layup and dribble. So to me, that's what coaching is about. And then you see the end results. Hopefully the end results will get you to those championship games, those region games, and those state games. So we just take one day at a time, one step at a time. I was very glad to be back in the gym. I know like most coaches, when the pandemic hit, you couldn't even step in the gym, around the gym. And the kids were calling begging to be, you couldn't even walk anywhere. But very fortunate, we're back in the gym. And so they're in the gym. They're hungry to be in the gym. We're going to keep our basic philosophy, just play hard, play good defense, be disciplined. And the first discipline starts in that classroom. And with that being said, I do have to be Savannah-Chatham valedictorian. So that's primary one. And that definitely, she is, again, our senior who plays every sport. She ran cross country, soccer, volleyball. She's my captain in volleyball. She's my captain in basketball. She's going to be probably captain in soccer. She's always there, and she leads. Every coach, I'm sure, has that one player. When I need something done throughout the team, they call that one player. She's that player. Yes, I need you to do something. Got you, coach. And everybody does. So not it falls on the shoulders, but she's been able to take care of that business. Paris Washington has been named one of the top 10 players in our area, and she does hold that hard and take it to heart. I'm hard on all the girls. On the court, your basketball players. Off the court, your young ladies. I pull no punches with them at all. I need them to be tough. The world is tough, and I need them to be tough as well. So that's how I coach. That's how I see them. And a lot of times it's no. They come with me. I'm not soft, and Coach Jordan is. We yang and we yang, so they go to him, they can get it, because they already know. No, because I need you to be accountable and do what you need to do. So again, Paris is projected again that she's one of the top 10, probably one of the top players. She put in the work, but we don't want you to settle for what they say. You put in that work. Now make sure they stay grounded and make sure they understand what work is. I have to say his speech better too. Tell him something about the
We have a lot of freshmen that we're to work
We got a good group of girls. They all keep each other up, make sure each other stay on top of our classes and everything. We play hard, we work hard, we take everything to the heart. Coach each other be tough, real tough. We might lose games, but you ain't winning. Like, it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy win. I refuse to lose. So we don't like losing.
I can rant, but any questions?
Yeah, Coach, Paris had a breakthrough season last year as a sophomore. Can you describe her style of play? And can you just see her become more of a leader because she's a junior this year?
Absolutely. She became that leader. We have what we call transition. When seniors, you're supposed to drive the car. Juniors, you're supposed to be in the passenger seat. Sophomores and freshmen in the back kind of guy. But how things have been in every program, we kind of contested this. It's not many girls coming in the program, so some of those have been thrust in those positions early. My sophomores, I told one just the other day, hey, you may say sophomore in your transcript profile, but with me, you have to take that role as that junior, that senior, because based on what we have in our program, that's the role you have to take. So we don't actually have, as far as her position, whatever I need her to do at that time. You need to go rebound. You get the ball, we get the ball. We play defense. So we adjust as we go. We adapt and adjust based on who we playing, how we playing. I don't have a big team, so we're going to try to use our speed, and that's been key to us in a lot of our sports. We have fast girls, so we have to try to use that. I have to adjust as well. So like one of the coaches mentioned earlier, depends on what day it is, what week it is, what team he had that year. Any questions? Thank you, Rick.
All right, now for the Savannah High Boys Program. Longtime head coach, Tim Jordan. My first year teaching, I taught Tim over my school. I can tell you what year it was. And I think he'd already been teaching about 10 years.
I guess of those three guys, there were two, I used my OG privilege, Joe. The other guy, senior citizen privilege, okay? I actually have known these guys because this is what we have returning left from last year's team. Everybody else is brand new. Got a very young team this year, have about 32 kids in the program, 21 of them freshmen. So very young team, but it could go well for the future for somebody, but not me, but for somebody it could go well. I'm gonna take it on the call. All right, Carl. Okay, I'm sorry, my bad, Carl. Carl told the story about him. We do go way back. Young coach, like you said, learn, because that thing do go around in circles. But I got that time out to take the game around. He was able to do some things just like that, guys. So these guys are gonna be the nucleus for my team. Josh be the only senior. Everybody else be underclassmen, so he's gonna have to be a leader. I want him to be a little more vocal. Jermaine made first team all region as a freshman last year. He's a sophomore now. He's sitting there scared of this because you want to put Peter put that mic in my face, coach. But we're gonna. Mara came on from the last year as a sophomore. He's a junior this year. To the expectation, just try to win the region, play hard, and you hear the older coaches say playing defense is what's gonna win your championship. So one thing about it, no matter what sport you're playing, don't think you shoot the ball. If the person can't score in your head, they can't get you. So, okay, I'm saying about me, I'm saying this, I'm looking at some of these coaches, I was coaching when they were in high school. Campbell. I was coaching, so I've been around a long time. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all a secret now. Coach Welch don't get mad. This is what people hear. Right in front of the bottom, okay? I'll tell y'all a secret now, I'm gonna keep a secret now. Coach Welch don't get mad. You know, Savannah's a basketball town. I'm saying that. Because it's a basketball town. But one thing about Savannah, you know, every year, boys and girls, you have somebody in that Final Four. Every year, basketball. Football gonna get that, coach. We're gonna work with you. You're my boy. Football gonna get that. So we're just gonna work hard and try to improve on last year. And I know some of y'all saying in back of mind. So y'all. Simon, yeah, we won one game because we had two to improve. So but yeah, it's easy to improve. We won one day, it's two. So we're gonna work hard. You guys know I always teach about hard work. If you work hard, good things will happen to you. So that's in life too. Not just on the court. Try to teach them life lessons because a lot of stuff they have on the court in life. So you got to learn to deal with adversity on the court. You get off the court. So that's basically it. We'll just work hard to try to get better. Get these guys, lead the young guys in the right way. Yes, sir. Well, being honest, I heard something Nick Saban said last week. He was saying, as you're older, you have to learn to adapt and adjust, and I have. And some of these guys tell you, I know Salas been around, Campbell around. They can tell you, look, got to tell you, there was a time you had to have a haircut. Y'all remember that? Salas? See, my boy, y'all remember that, don't you? So I know that guy was not played, he cut their hair. So I said, I had to make some adjustments. That's with the kids, kind of kids you got. And I thought about it, Shango, but about that retirement thing, but it depends on how well my personal treatment. So, I could retire any day. But keep me right, I might hang around a little while longer.
But the pandemic kind of kept me around because after being in the house, I'm a very active person. I'm 64 years old. I've been in a gym, on a school bus for 55 years of my life. So that's what I know. I don't want to retire and die, so I'm planning on going a little longer. So I'll be around. That's my plan anyhow. That's the plan. I'm going to hang around a little while longer to this, send me to the house.
You know the defense is always your focus. I think kind of the trademark of Savannah-Chatham. What were your offenses look like this year?
Well, like I say, it's gonna be a little more like these guys. You gotta get a little more up tempo. Cause like I said, you know, I'm an old school guy now, and I know a lot of y'all guys man that shot clock coming. Cause you know, so if I get a 1 point lead, I hold that ball. You know, it was our running back. I was at the region tournament. We didn't make the finals at the finals of the region tournament, and the finals. I think maybe Wilson was playing. Wilson was playing. Johnson was playing Wilson. Johnson best friend got a 1 point lead and took the ball and was holding it. People just saying like, don't y'all come with that Savannah-Chatham. So I'm like, I'm not even playing well saying that. You know, so, but the game is changing, then so you got to learn to adapt and adjust to the game. So it's a little more up pace, a little more up tempo. I'm sure these guys like that. So that's more than AAU style dance. You know, y'all like that kind of stuff up and down. Okay.
Hey, Coach, how 30 plus kids is
37.
How have you been able to get so many kids to be involved? How are you managing those types of numbers?
Well, you know, being honest, I've been doing a lot of things for basketball. I started, Coach Gordon and I, UTEP Gordon retired, we started something called Hoop School in the summer. So I've done a little kids camp for the last 25 years. Also, about 20 years ago, which I had to fight for this year. I ain't gonna say fight for, I had to discuss with John this year. I started a 9th grade league for 9th graders that play on Saturday morning that I don't get paid for. I ain't gonna talk about that. we have a Saturday morning league. Because there's so many kids who want to play, especially basketball. They tell you open the gym, the kids don't come to the gym. So I've done a lot of stuff basketball while I'm trying to help improve. Not just Savannah-Chatham kids. Some of the kids from other schools have been through hoop school also. You know, they came around and been through the 9th grade league over at Savannah-Chatham. They started. So John was gracious enough that we'll have JV and 9th grade so we keep more kids involved. That's my goal. Try not just Savannah-Chatham kids, but all the kids in the city to be involved. All right, OG, you do the OG with me now, cuz. Remember that.
I'm saying as long as you are.
Okay, all right. We leave out together.
We're going together.
All right, thank you, cuz. Thank you.
All right, next up, we will have Woodville Tompkins and the head coach of the girls program, Coach Jeffrey Roper.
How's everyone? I'm a bit nervous, but more hungry. I'm Coach Robinson for Woodville Tompkins. Been in the program for about 8-9 years. The reason I chose these two athletes, student athletes, to my left is Nia Hayward. She was voted one of the top 10 players in Coastal region. She's a leader, born leader. Give you a quick story. We've experienced pretty much the same thing as everyone else with the pandemic, having younger kids come in. I had a kid I asked, I said, "You're a freshman?" "No, I'm a junior." And I had to think about the pandemic, and I'm thinking in my mind. But the problem that we have, well, let me finish that story. So we had the freshman come and tell the teacher that she was in my office, and she wasn't. The teacher emailed me. And so I called a team together and I said, well, one of the freshmen, juniors, said that she was with me when she wasn't in the teacher email. So after the meeting, I looked for the two players. Janiyah Castle had them over in the corner chewing them out. And I was like, yes, leadership. And that's what she brings to this team. My plan ahead is to win the region. Of course, we played for the region last year. Lost to East Lawrence by 2 points. We ended up playing them 3 times that year. Beat them by 17 at home. Lost to them twice by a total of 8 points. You figure that one out. But after that, hope to make a run deep into the state playoffs and play for the state championship. Any questions?
Yeah, Coach, how would you define the style of play that you guys will have this year?
Well, it's going to be exciting, different for me. Most of my teams have been running gun guards, and this year I have mostly bigs. So Castle, she went out with an injury, a knee injury last year, so she's back with us this year. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see my bigs running the floor because we're going to run. And they're versatile. They off the dribble. Hayward's going to play some guard for us. So be on the lookout for her as well.
Coach, last season, I think you had wins for the first time so that you over Beach and Johnson. How much confidence does that give the growth of the program going forward?
Well, they've always been a good team. We played, I think, Beach before, and we came up short. Beach and Johnson are both, good programs. We just look to play hard and hope to come out with a victory when we play them. All right. Yes, I think we played Beach in the on Tuesday. We played them twice this year, and I think we played Johnson once later on in the season. All right.
All right, now for the Woodville Tompkins Boys Program, we have head coach Lenny Williams.
Good afternoon. From Woodville Tompkins, to my left, Zion Powers, senior, and to my right, Wes Walker, junior. There we go. I'll leave it right there. It's my 5th year in the program. I've enjoyed it each year. The rumors gets out that it's probably my last year. I think I got one more. But expectations this year doesn't change. We kind of got a chip on our shoulder. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish our season the way we wanted due to the pandemic. We had to forfeit the first round of the second round of the region tournament because we were the top 2 seed. And so we had to go into the state playoffs with as a 3 seed. So, that didn't sit well with us, but I didn't have Zion Powers for like the last 4 or 5 games due to COVID. And that hurt us big time. And then right now, we're dealing with injuries. Lucas Platuna, who's out with a fractured hand for the next 2 weeks. And then Wes, who's coming back from a knee scope, minute restrictions. And so we're playing a lot of young guys. But what it taught us last year with COVID, we went into many games with no practices. So I use my non-region games as practice. So, you know, I'm not here to worry about records. I got over 200 wins. I'm here to try to develop this program and keep it, you know, running as smooth as I can. But of course, we want to win a region. We have a tough schedule. Of course, some idiot booked 5 games in 8 days. So that's what we got to deal with the next few days. We played Groves the other night, played tonight at Richmond Hill, play tomorrow in Morgan County, and then Monday, Tuesday at Beach. So my young guys are really, really about to hit the floor running. But again, we're looking to win the region championship and hopefully get to the Final Four. Any questions? Excellent. This summer, we practice at the middle school. So the positive part is, you know, I teach at the middle school, so we definitely have to practice there. But it feels like I'm on the road a little bit sometimes. You know, I have to remind myself that this is our gym, but it's phenomenal. We appreciate it. But expectations come with it. You know, we as long as you give us a gym, 84, 94 feet, you're ready to roll.
Coach, you're saying this is your last year, you got one more after.
I'm just gonna let you read between the lines. But, you know, again, I have other things that I love doing in life. And I wear many hats in this district, just like most of y'all. And, you know, my calling isn't just basketball. And I think that's where most people lose focus. You know, I represent a lot of things in the state of Georgia, and my family's from Atlanta. My son's about to graduate next year. So, you know, right now, I'm not saying this is my last year, but I think one more person has convinced me to stay one more year, and that was our agreement. Any other questions? Ready?
All right, now we're to have Windsor Forest High School girls program represented by their head coach, Emma Sharp.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Emma Sharp. I am the head coach for the Windsor Forest girls basketball team. With me, I have Miss Talia Jackson, my forward and center, who is a junior. And I also have a sophomore, which is my point guard, Miss Trinity Myers. For this year, we're just really looking to continue to build our program, change the narrative that's been Windsor Forest girls basketball over the last few years. We're really focusing on just getting them to work hard, be disciplined, patient. Curtis Foster, our assistant coach, is amazing. He's teaching the girls a lot. He's teaching me a lot. So with our coaching staff and that, we're just looking forward to get better every day and just be a little more competitive within this region since it is such a tough region. Any questions?
I guess, Coach, what is your emphasis? Are you more focused on the defensive side of the ball?
Definitely. Defense is our biggest thing. That's probably what we spend most of our time on in practice. Just like all the other coaches, defense is what wins games. You have to stop the ball. You have to get the ball on your side and control the game the best you can. And the best thing is strong defense. All right.
All right, and then we'll have the Windsor Forest boys head coach, Aaron Clark. All right, and after, Coach Clark finishes up for Windsor Forest, then, Dewey the lecturer from the Savannah Basketball Association wants to talk a few, just some, officiating concerns.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aaron Clark. I've been the head coach at Windsor Forest for 9 years. Now it's my 9th season. We're still trying to compete and win a state championship. I mean, we're still trying to make it over that hump. With the examples of all the great teams that have been here in Savannah. I mean, just like all the coaches said, playing the toughest region in Savannah. I mean, in the state. That 3A region is the toughest in the state, hands down. And so every night it's a battle, and we're trying to do the same thing again this year. Just trying to make it to that state championship game. I have Mike here, Mike Caballero, which is he's our running back at Windsor Forest High School. He's a great running back, and he's also our point guard. Experience, he just has a load of it. He's a wonderful, wonderful player for us, a great leader, really tough kid. You never have to tell Mike, let's go. He's always willing to do that for me. To my right, we have Deontay Bass, who's been tremendous for us. He's really gotten better at leading by example. He is one of those kids that he calls me at 5:15 every morning, or he texts me and says, "Hey, coach, we're in gym at 6." Sometimes I'm reluctant, but he's definitely one of those kids that wants to be in there. And so he has shown the guys that we have now how to lead by example.
Our expectations this year, just take every game by game, no pass, no team. Everybody say we want a state championship, but we just take it game by game. Stay focused, we compete. No one practice how we practice, man. Our practices are like our games.
You guys have any questions?
Okay, Deontay, last week you committed to Georgetown, big news. Having that behind you, does that kind of give you the focus on the season? What was behind the early commitment?
I wouldn't say it early. I would say it was highly anticipated. I already thought I was going at like for the longest time. Like out there. Because Georgetown was considering me the whole period of recruitment. And I had a few other schools talking to me as well, but Georgetown was the one that seemed like home, and it seemed as if where I would be able to show my game. I wanted to get the best display while being under an NBA contract.
I know it doesn't have to do this, what was it like meeting the New York City Five players Patrick Ewing? I mean, I grew up watching them, I followed them, I mean, something special happened when you were over.
My first time meeting him, it was surreal. I didn't even believe I met him. I was in Coach Stark's office in the gym. And I seen Coach Clark come around the corner. I seen coaches before, and but I seen Coach Clark come around the corner, and then I just turned around. I seen a tall 7 foot come up around the corner, and I was talking to Ron, and all those numbers in the office, and I was like, I'm really going to do that, and for sure. And then my dad got up like it's crazy. He's huge too. Anything else?
Cross street. That was it was a crazy end there. You lost by 1 point. Is that something that had to serve as motivation for the team this year?
Yeah, that's motivation. Our practices are different now. We take it more focused. We don't want that feeling no more. That was a bad feeling.
One thing I can say is that, Coach Jordan, so always celebrate, you accomplish something like once a Final Four again, and celebrate. Because it doesn't come around as often. I would say to all you coaches now, I think other than Coach Jordan and Coach Mossy, I think other mistakes, I would say enjoy the success that you've had, and definitely enjoy those times that you're not as successful, because that's what we should have coached. This year, 8 years, not.
Hey, this year, you guys know what the goal is, and what the people, what they have going on, kind of settling in. You know that the goal for you is to try to get back to where you were. What did you really focus on in the offseason to try to maybe show up some of the things that you didn't do well last year?
Defense and togetherness. Defensively, I think this year we're probably the best I've seen us in terms of a whole collectively. We play defense a lot better, a lot more sound, and togetherness. We've had great play the last few years. We just weren't together at certain times. And I think our team come around.
Mike, you spoke about practices being more intense this year. What do you attribute that to? That all of a sudden these practices are like games?
The only thing difference is the fans. Like we love close those practices. Work very hard. We push each other. We got a model saying no weak links. We got no weak links on our team. Everybody can get it.
Is that it? All right, thank you.
All right, so this time, Dewey, the lecturer from the Savannah Officials Association, Basketball Officials Association, will come up and talk a little bit. So what we're going to do, if the coaches can hang out and stay and listen to Dewey, because he's got some information for y'all. If the student athletes want to go out in the lobby, you can go this way. They got some food out there, because I know I'm hungry, so y'all probably hungry too. But if the coaches will stay around, and then we have On the Bandwagon and some of the other groups out there that might want to do some online interviews as well. Okay, thank you. Exit out to my. Okay.
Were you able to pick up anything?
Yeah, I was thinking.
I don't understand.